The network of employees, you are paid and you are contracted. You are limited. If I wanted to earn more than my boss, I wouldn't, even if I would double the sales to 18 million.
Yeah.
Because my contract says I earn this much. Maybe I might have a bonus, but still I wouldn't be any more than him.
Mm-hmm.
But in this space where we are in, there is no contract. There is no limit.
Mm-hmm.
You write your own check.
Yes.
And you can use the same principles, the corporate principles, in running your own business and have no limit.
Yes.
And that's why I came to love it.
Yes.
And not just love it, but also live it. So I live network marketing.
Welcome to Rise of the Modern Moguls, a podcast where we are redefining entrepreneurship, we're redefining building businesses in the digital era. And today I'm excited. I'm always excited because I have such amazing guests. And today is no exception. I've got in front of me Wandi Goliath, somebody that I have known for many, 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 many years in the network marketing industry. He is a veteran in this industry and he has really earned his stripes because he comes with so much wisdom. He has done so much for the industry. That includes an amazing book called Turn Your Monthly Expenses into Your Monthly Income. And today he's going to be sharing with us how we can use the industry of network marketing to change our habits, where we don't have to go and redefine or, reinvent the wheel. What you are already doing allows you to have the possibility of earning income. You don't have to change your habits, but what you're doing now, you can actually turn that into an income. And so today we're going to talk about his journey in the industry. He's going to share his wisdom. We're going to go down into, break down the book. And I believe this is going to be a part one because there's so much to be shared. And I'm so excited. So welcome, Wandi, to the Rise of the Modern Moguls.
Awesome. Thank you, Lebu, for having me. It's been a while. And it's I'm so grateful that you're doing this podcast because I think it is something that the industry needs.
True.
And I just want to wish you well in your journey. I know you're just beginning. I also am very appreciative that as I saw the previous episodes, I'm the first guy.
Yes, we need to talk about that. Yes. So my team was saying, Hunter, is this industry just for ladies? And I said, no, we've got some great men in the industry. And I think the best way to start it is with a giant in the industry, somebody who, your name speaks for itself, but we'll go into that. Thank you so much for taking the time, for honoring us with your presence, your wisdom. Great. I'm glad that, like I was saying earlier, we need to amplify the message, and you started the work with your book, and it's a great book. Everybody who is not just a network marketer, but an entrepreneur, because the book breaks down more than just network marketing. It breaks down business, how business works, what business is, and that most businesses can actually benefit from looking at different distribution methods. Yes. But we'll go into that as we go along. So before we start, maybe you can introduce yourself to our audience, let them know who you are, where you're from, and then we'll take it from there.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, my name is Wandi Goliath. It's actually Wandi Sile.
Okay.
But those who are lazy, they say Wandi, which is okay. I was born in a small town just outside of Port Elizabeth, which is Gqeberha now. The town is called Uitenhage, where we make VWs. We have factories, and that's what makes the livelihood of that town. It's called now Kariega. My parents, my dad specifically, was working for Nestle, and he got a promotion to come and work in their head office in Randburg, and we had to move from Uitenhage around 1990. And then we've been up for that long. I then went to, before coming up to Johannesburg, I went to spend 4 years at Rhodes University and studied a Bachelor of Economics, majoring in economics and accounting. And then I started to carve my career in the area that I have studied, which is accounts and economics. I worked firstly briefly as a lecturer in what used to be called University of Transkei, UNITRA. Okay. And then once my parents moved up to Johannesburg, I came to join them in Johannesburg and started working now for corporate South Africa.
The dream.
Yes, because we always taught, go get a good education and then go and get a job. So I went through that myself and moved from one job to another, started in accounts division of one company. And then I moved to training. And then I worked really for good companies, senior roles in those companies. Beer company, I worked for them. They gave me a lot of information. I worked for a cold drinks company for 5 years, the number one brand, the red one.
Yes, Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Yes. I worked for them for 5 years and learned a lot out of that. A lot of network marketing, funny enough, comes from those companies. Because I then came to learn, I'll tell you how I actually got into network marketing.
Yes.
I came to learn that it is no different to a corporation that you're running, a distribution corporation. So I worked for these companies. The last company I worked for was Prime Media as an operations director.
Big title.
So I've done everything in corporate. The only position I never became was a CEO, but I knew if I had spent more years, I would eventually become a CEO of a corporation or something. Then I decided, let me explore the entrepreneurial route. Let me go into entrepreneurship. I then opened up a factory with a friend of mine in Benoni. And this factory, we were producing caskets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, coffins, but the upper range caskets, the dome size.
Yes.
Very beautiful. They were so beautiful. People were dying to get to get into
these
caskets. So I ran that operation for 3 years, started from scratch, and built it up with about 7 employees. So I enjoyed it simply because it allowed me to be creative, and being creative and produce something at the end. And that's basically what entrepreneurship is about. So one Sunday afternoon, I take a walk into Carnival City. Carnival City perhaps was 1 year old at the time. So you can imagine this is like
a while
ago. And I see people coming in and out of this big auditorium and they were so excited. Now I'm naturally drawn to
the energy.
People have high energy like yourself.
Yes.
And I asked them, so why are you so excited? Why are you so excited? And they say to me, no, come in. Come and listen to what is happening. So I come in, I find this auditorium full of people, black and white. And there is a guy that they are introducing who's right there in the middle. Remember, my background is corporate. And I'm a graduate.
Yes.
And I'm now an entrepreneur. So that is my frame of mind as I go into this auditorium. And this guy stands there. He's introduced. His name is Doug Weed, not this Weed, but W-E-A-D.
Oh, okay.
Doug Weed. He's an author, and he's also introduced at that time as a special advisor to George W. Bush.
Oh, okay.
And I can remember his topic of that day. He said the topic was, do great things with your life. do great things with your
Yeah.
life. So I got captivated.
Yes.
Remember, I don't even know what is happening.
Yeah.
I actually gate crashed.
Yeah. It's just come. Yeah.
I just came here. And then the next thing, I asked the guy next door, what is this all about? He said, oh, keep quiet. Listen. And then I found that he's this great guy. He's an Amway distributor.
Oh, okay.
And he's a special advisor to George W. Bush. So he must be a very intelligent guy.
Exactly.
And now, once I figured out it's an Amway business, I then had something in my mind which was inconsistent with what I came to understand the types of businesses that Amway is.
Yes.
Because it's not that I didn't know.
Yes.
I know Amway, I know Tupperware, I know lots of other businesses, but coming from corporate, being a graduate, and now your own factory, you tend to think that, no, man, I can't,
No, this is beneath me.
This is beneath me. And this guy who is the presenter is a top distributor of Amway and is also a special advisor to the most powerful person on earth.
Yes.
George W. Bush. I just had this problem.
Yeah, it's incongruent now.
So I have like a scratch record.
Yes.
In my mind. And this guy who was sitting next door to me was a Greek guy. So I said to him, I want to know a little bit more about this. He gave me his number and long story short, I got involved.
Okay.
And once I got involved, my eyes opened.
The record started playing.
How do I spend money on ordinary items and I cause other people to spend money as well here in South Africa, in Australia, in England, all over the world. And because I have caused them to also start spending that way, I get a check.
Yes.
At the end of every month. It was fascinating to me.
Yeah.
My eyes even opened further. I then learned that some of South Africa's corporations are actually piggybacking on this. I can remember companies like insurance companies.
Yes.
And as well as flower companies were part of this. Even short-term insurance companies. You were getting your products through this Amway platform.
Okay.
So I said, this is great. Then I felt that, I was looking for something more South Africa, more affordable. True. So that, because I understood now, I fell in love with this, in a accident. Yeah, it was not intended.
Yeah, it wasn't. Cupid caught you while you were walking around at Carnival City.
Yeah. So, no, this is an awesome system. I want to explore a little bit more. Then I joined a company from Cape Town.
Okay.
And then I met your mother.
Yes.
And yourself.
That's true. Yes.
I was a leader in that company. And I was so grateful because I then had people who were accomplished because she was already accomplished in another very big network business here in South Africa. And that I know that I'm going to learn. Yes. And learn. So I took some of the learnings I learned from Amway and the learnings I made, because in this industry, you don't arrive. Yeah. You can't exhaust it. Yeah. You are always in a journey and the next person has got something to teach you. And we always did that. In fact, your mom was number one in that company. Yes, she was. And she left the baton for me. Yes, she did. To become number one. I remember, yes. The next 2 years in that company, I became number one. Learning from her and also bringing previous learning from your Amway and other. And even from corporate, I think. And corporate in a big, big way. Yes. Because I learned something from corporate that you need to measure everything. So I started building, because I started from scratch. Yes. So I started building this business and I got a few folks And I said, what is it? We need to treat it as a company.
Yes.
The people that you're working with, if you are a CEO of a company, you need to surround yourself with a good board of directors.
True.
So we had that approach. 7, 8 people around were my board of directors, so to speak. They came for their own personal reasons, but we are all building a business that at the end is going to make us financially free. So I then spent time with them. I opened an office in Benoni.
I remember.
Remember the office
Yes.
in Benoni? And I, in that office, it gave birth to about 6 other offices around it. So, and I learned that a business like what we're doing must be driven by activity, must be driven by training. You must do what you can measure.
Yes.
If you cannot measure it, don't do it.
Yeah.
I learned that. And I was now bringing in some knowledge from corporate. I am not a high sign-up person. I don't like go and sign 20, 100 people in a month. I sign 8 at the most. I sign 10. But I teach others. Because I think I learned very early in my network marketing journey that it is not about me. It is about if I can capacitate others to do what I do. So whilst I was writing up 8 pieces or signing up 8 or 10 people in a month, I had a team that was bringing about 1,200 members.
A month.
In a month.
That's the power of the exponential growth.
Power of exponential growth. We would meet on Mondays, have a normal presentation, and then we would sit and say, right, let's teach each other how to present this.
Yes.
Well. Get a flip chart. It's very important to use simple tools.
Very.
We put a laptop. Laptops were there.
Yeah.
But if you're going to build a mass-based business, you need to simplify everything. So Mondays we would put up a flip chart, stand there, do a presentation, and then we would critique.
Peer review.
Yeah, peer review. This is good. You know what that does? It made people to go and open their little Benoni offices. And replicate. And every week, even though there's a few applications that come from the office, but from the replication, and for me, that was a simple duplication.
Yeah.
And that's why in a period of about 2.5 years in that business, I grew a team of just over 12,500.
That's amazing. From a board of directors of about 8 people.
8 people.
Yeah.
8 people.
And I think what that speaks to, I always used to make this example, and I'd say, network marketing is biblical, because when Jesus started the good news, and he said there's good news to share, he had 12 disciples around him. The 12, there were masses around him, but he always dealt with the 12.
Yes.
And then when he left, he said, I'm leaving it to you now. Go and spread the good news. Go and share. And today there is hardly any corner of the world that has not heard the message. Receiving it is something else, but hearing it has been exposed because of the power of the duplication and the mentoring and the spending the time, because you touched on, so many different things that we can get into. But the fact that you were not signing up hundreds of people, because you cannot groom and nurture hundreds of people, which is where the principles and the basics in network marketing are so important. But I want us to, before we get into the nuts and bolts, because we're getting there, I can tell. I want us to maybe look at your corporate experience, because you once gave this example that stayed with me, maybe because I never went into corporate, so I don't have that corporate experience. But when you shared it from your view, having been in corporate, worked in a distribution model that is a corporate model, but that mirrors a network marketing model so clearly. Many times people, when we say network marketing, the first thing that comes into mind is pyramid scheme, scam, and yet it's not what it is. But we need to teach and show people what makes it different from the preconceived notions that they have. So if you don't mind, maybe we can share a little bit of how you were structured in corporate, what you were doing and how that structure was, and how you saw that it mirrored what the network marketing structure is.
All right. Awesome. Perfect. I used to be a sales manager of a beer company, number one beer company in South Africa. A lot of people know it.
Yes.
SAB.
Yes.
And I used to sell 9 million cases of beer every year. Now, I never sold as a sales manager, but I had a team. So there I am. I'm a sales manager. And on my, if you call it, level 1.
Yes.
I have my representatives.
Yes.
Team of reps, 5 guys, great guys. Okay? Because you have to have great guys close to you.
Yes.
And each of these guys had promoters below them, 5 promoters each. So now we have 25 promoters. And then each of these promoters were attached to outlets according to size, distance, and what have you. But I was servicing 300 outlets.
Yes.
In that area. So you could call that your level 3.
Yes.
So all of these people, from me, the 5 guys, and the 25 promoters, and the outlets, the 300 outlets, were responsible for me to sell 9 million cases of beer.
Yes.
Every year. Now, I've come to know that network marketing is no different. Right? Before I come to network marketing, firstly, above me was my boss. Right? Who was doing less work than I was doing,
yes,
but definitely paid much more than I was paid. He had his boss above him, who was a GM, and the GM had his boss, who was an ops director, and the ops director had his boss, who was a CEO. All of these people, including me and the sales team, the 5 guys and the promoters and everybody, were generating income out of the 9 million cases
yes,
that I was selling every year. A network marketing business is no different to that scenario. And that's what I am actually trying to bring it in the book,
yes,
as I am showing people a difference between a network marketing and a Ponzi scheme.
Yes, yes.
Because every organization is pyramid in nature.
Yes.
Every organization. Even if it's a church, there's a mfundisi.
Yes.
Right there. And he's got a few deputy mfundisi.
Yes, the elders.
The elders. And there's a number.
Yes.
Every pyramid, a school. If school is pyramid in nature. But what matters is what happens inside that structure.
True.
And in this case of the beer company is the sale of 9 million cases of beer.
Yes.
You can then have an organization X, and you have your key people, and they have their key people in the same manner. 4 levels, 5 levels, doesn't matter. But what matters is this: there is a product,
yes,
and a service that goes through that.
Yes. So in the case of the corporate, you had the 9 million cases of beer. You were not paid from thin air.
Exactly.
We knew that it could be measured, the production of sales, and that is what is going to generate income through the levels. Even though this income was not distributed, it was distributed in its own method. And the guy who was above you, he would always be earning more than you.
Exactly. Guy above you in corporate will always, in actual fact, it's a network of employees.
Yes.
That's what I've come to know many companies are actually operating that way, because after the beer company, I went to a drinks company, Coca-Cola. The distribution is also exactly in the same model.
Yes.
I spent 5 years in Coca-Cola to learn a lot more, and I And I've used some of the learnings into how I build my network organization. And that's why in the book I talk about points of interruption.
Yes.
Because I've learned there's something, and I think everybody will come in this space with a background of what you have learned.
Yes.
And there's always scope to use what you have learned in growing a business. And that's what I do. So coming to this example again, the difference is that the network of employees, you are paid and you are contracted. You are limited. If I wanted to earn more than my boss, I wouldn't, even if I would double the sales to 18 million.
Yeah.
Because my contract says I earn this much. Maybe I might have a bonus, but still I wouldn't be earning more than him. But in this space where we are in, there is no contract. Yeah. There is no limit. You write your own check.
Yes.
And you can use the same principles, the corporate principles, in running your own business and have no limit.
Yes.
And that's why I came to love it.
Yes.
And not just love it, but also live it. So I live network marketing.
And in Living Network Marketing, in the book, you speak about a great concept. And I thought, I'm going to use this one very often. So don't be surprised when you see me quoting that on different episodes. But you speak about anyway money. And I thought, okay, that's a very interesting concept, because when people think about making money, they're always thinking about, I have to be doing something foreign. I have to be doing something different. It's always outside. But here you then, change the mindset and you say, with network marketing, you have the ability to actually start making anyway money. Maybe you can go a little bit into what is anyway money.
Anyway money is basically making money out of the spending you are going to spend anyway.
Okay.
Right? You're going to have a funeral policy.
Anyway.
You are going to have that cosmetics, right? That you are going to apply to your face. You're going to buy that
anyway.
There's many things that are now in our space of direct marketing and network marketing that you can start to shift your expenditure and take the anyway products that you're spending money on and now buy them on a platform that is going to give you money. And that is what we mean by any money. In fact, when I write the book, Turn Your Monthly Expenses, this is now I started writing it in 2014. I had this thick manuscript. And then I said, I know our people are lazy to read.
Yeah.
So let me cut it down and to a bare minimum. Now, the book, as I said, I was remarking to you before we came here, people are having it in their bags.
Yeah, like me.
They say, I'm reading it for the third time, for the fourth time. And there are 3 audiences that I'm writing the book for. The first one is everybody, every home. And I'm introducing them to what they already know. I'm saying to everybody, there are 2 things that we as human beings do. We consume products and services. The second thing, we talk about them. Those 2 things. When you combine these 2 things, it's actually commerce in itself.
Yes.
There's a business there. If you are able to use something and buy it, spend money on it, you are able to also tell your friend and you say, hey, look, there is a new car. There's a new shop that is selling leather and you've also bought. That's commerce on itself.
Yes.
Put on a system, it can bring a lot of value to families.
Yes.
So I'm saying in the book to everybody, the household, inside your cupboard, there's money.
Yeah.
So choose one or two products that you've been buying generally, and if you can find a place that has a referral income, rather switch and buy where there's a referral income.
Yes.
Because we talk. Referring is a natural thing. We're in the process of writing a book. I went into a taxi set and I was listening to conversations. Quiet. And throughout the time, the conversations is this, hey, did you see that there is an Edgar Sredehanger said?
Yes.
Did you? All the journey is about that. Then I went into a boardroom and listened to the guys who are in the boardroom. They were talking about there's a new golf course. Hey, have you seen the new version of BMW? In between the meetings, the people are talking about products and services. It's a natural phenomenon.
Yes.
So, if you can then shift and use the fact that we are buying, and shift some of your expenditure, buy it in the book. I make an example of, say, you're spending on cosmetics 300 rands on the normal shop. Change it. Look for a company that has the same cosmetics and it has a referral income. So I'm writing the book for those people to tell everybody, because a lot of people say, "Hi, I am not a networker."
Yeah.
You are. You are a networker. It's just that you have not
formalized it.
Yours. Yeah. Some people are making money just out of referring products and services that they consume.
True.
That's what Anyway Money is. I'm trying to show that there is Anyway Money.
All right.
The second audience, I'm sure we're going to talk about the book, is network marketers.
Yeah.
The distributors themselves. Because, you see, I became number one when your mom left.
Yes.
And then I went into another company, which was 4 years old. I became number one in that company as well. So when you repeat success, it means that there is a formula that works. So I said, the second part of my book, I want to share what I have personally done. And that's the practical stuff that you were talking about.
Yes.
That it is not a book written by AI.
No. It's not from ChatGPT.
No. So
it's from the trenches.
Yeah. So I'm sharing now in about 5 chapters of the book. How do you become successful once you've made a decision that you are going to be in this network business? I was bothered by the fact that people come into network marketing. The compensation plan is the same. And the products are the same. But the results are different. And I said it must be in the how that people are doing it. Now I'm attempting in the book to share my own how.
Yes.
And it is not exhaustive. Another person can add, another person can bring another dimension to what they are doing. And that's the second audience that I am talking to in the book. And my third audience is corporate South Africa. Because I think in South Africa, we have not just South Africa, in Southern Africa.
Yes, SADC.
We have an opportunity of getting rid of unemployment by getting CEOs, sales managers, marketing managers to look at this distribution model that every corporation can participate in. You can rebrand your products and put them on a separate platform. if you have, say, for an example, I own a company and I have 1,000 clients. All I'm doing, I'm just servicing 1,000 clients. But the conversation changes. If I now turn those 1,000 clients into brand ambassadors.
Yes.
And that's what network marketing allows a corporation to do. You will now have 1,000 people who are acquiring more business for you, and your sales as a company will shoot up.
Yes.
So there is a business case for many, many corporations in South Africa to get involved in network marketing. It will grow their business. It will empower the people around those companies. And that is basically, in a nutshell, the book is in those, it's talking to those three audiences.
Yes, and I think I've read the book. I think this is the second time I read it, and reread it just to get my mind around it. And immediately, like halfway through the book, I stopped. I took out my notebook. I was like, listen, even as a network marketer, now speaking to who the audience is. Yeah. I'm a network marketer. I've been in the industry. I've been, around greats like yourselves, my mom, and all of that. But even as a seasoned networker, there were things there that I was reminded of, or some I was like, this is actually more important than I thought it was, because being successful in your own right, if some people say you're already skilled, you already have experience, but being able to translate that to the next person and show them that these are the steps that you can take, give them the formula and allow them to do it without you having to be present. That's the power of what the book, brings. So if we talk about duplication in network marketing, maybe let's talk about, what makes network marketing so powerful. Yes, we have great products. Yes, we can turn our monthly spend, reroute it and buy with a company that offers network marketing. But where does the power lie, in your opinion? Let's look at duplication and the system of what makes network marketing so powerful to the average man who says, I'm looking to change my life and gain financial freedom.
There are several touch points in network marketing that will make anybody, regardless what your background is, successful. And duplication is one of them. You have to simplify. Often some network companies make things difficult, and duplication happens at a simple level. So you have to simplify your processes. You have to simplify your product knowledge. You have to simplify how you tell a story around that. And it must connect with, remember, the most important person is the consumer.
Yes.
At the end of the day, because we want the consumer to get the message, buy again and again and again. And you want that consumer to actually say, I now want to become a distributor, which is a term I've introduced in network marketing. A person who consumes and distributes at the same time. So, duplication is key, because if you are the one who is doing all the work, you're going to be exhausted.
Yeah.
But when you teach others, you duplicate yourself. You spoke about the Bible, and I like that because I believe the Bible is actually promoting our business.
I agree fully.
There are so many, I could look at like 10 different scriptures that really talks to what we're doing. Right in the beginning, it says, right, when you open the scripture, the first thing that is spoken about is a system. In the beginning, God creates a system.
Yes.
Right? A lunar system, a solar system, an ecosystem. And at the end of that process, 6 days later, he creates the user. So you see, this is a network business. It must have a great system.
Yes.
That's number one. And then also there must be a user, and the Bible continues and it says, the user, who's you and I, created on the sixth day, was given powers. Powers to create. It says, I think it's Genesis 1 verse 22. It says, I want you, and this is what God says to man, I want you to bear fruit and multiply. All those are network marketing terms.
Yes, yes.
Bearing fruit, there must be something that you're doing, like you are bearing fruit with this. This is a great seed.
Yes.
This podcast. And teach others, duplicate yourself, multiply. And those are biblical principles. So coming back to your question, simplicity, multiplication, systems, there must be also a purpose that the product or a service it is solving. It could be you're getting people better with this product, or you're bringing a financial product that people need, or you have a space where people can turn expenses into an income.
Yes.
Which is the space where I am right now.
Exactly. We're going to get into that.
Yeah. So it's amazing but duplication is key. Your mom is a great example of how many people who are successful that are in network marketing. I spoke to somebody in Limpopo on Friday, and she says, that's a great lady. And this guy is like the legend in the business that he's in. And that is essentially what you need to be. It's not about you. Once you think network marketing is about you, and you are the one who's always must be on the stage, getting the accolades and what have you have missed it.
Yes.
You have totally missed it. It's about others.
Yes.
And I mean, Zig Ziglar puts it very, very nicely. If I help enough people get what they want, you will get everything that you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So duplication is key. System is key. Presentation is key. You have to get out and be in front of the people and over. If you put it, uzoyithola kanjani? Hlele khoneni. I had to borrow that in my book from Mendoza, because any business, if you are sitting in the corner, and I like what you're doing with this podcast, because what this podcast is going to do is giving people education about our industry. Because a lot of people were like me when I went into that place in Carnival City by mistake, and sitting and have my eyes open that there is a business that you can do sitting at home, earning money, not just here, even globally.
Yes.
We need that.
Yes.
We need that.
And I want us to now touch on, when we get into network marketing, because of, how people are going about it, or us maybe not occupying enough space. I find that right now, network marketing, a lot of people are coming in. They're doing very well in terms of sales. They are selling. There's a lot of great products that are about, a lot of South African companies that have, come up in the cosmetic industry, health, all of that, which is great for our industry. And they are in network marketing, but I feel like there is a huge emphasis on sales. Sell, because a person knows, okay, I sell this, I make that. Because that's easy to understand for the man on the street. But understanding the duplication is where people have not yet, I think, they are awakening to the power of network marketing, but not the full power, because they're still looking at it in terms of driving sales. Now, someone like myself, who I'm not a fan of selling, but I am a fan of the network marketing concept, because if I spend 1,000 Rand on cosmetics on a monthly basis, I want to consume. I want to be a distributor. I want to consume, but I want to distribute through this network of people that have come and to be a part of this business because of me. Now, let's maybe go into where you are right now and what you're doing, because I think the project that you are embarking on puts this in such a it's such a seamless fit that it doesn't have to be difficult for someone to get their mind around. Where are you? What are you doing? And what are you bringing to the network marketing space?
All right. Before I say
Yes.
where I am, I just want to touch on what
Yes.
you are talking about a pressure for selling. Some companies are making a mistake. They are making people to do pantry loading. I talk about it in the book. Because you have to be at a certain level, so you have to drive so much sales. And as a result, some people are having to sell stock or because they wanted to qualify to a certain level. The best way is to get people to be consumers on a regular basis, because then that is seamless. When you have more people just buying, your sales are actually going to be taken care of. So, and that's why in the book I'm talking about a distributor, a person who consumes a product, but at the same time distribute. It should not be sales driven. Yes, a company can have a focus and say, let's have a promotion for this particular product. Let's have a promotion. We want to take people to a certain level, but it should be far and few in between that sales push, rather than converting people to be loyal customers and as, at the same time bringing other loyal customers, because that has got a long-term effect in terms of the company. Where I am right now, it's an amazing, amazing space. I believe this is a 24-year-old company.
Okay.
And I have worked with them for 3 years already. This is a company based in Centurion that initially has been working with the army, working with a whole lot of other departments on the holiday space.
Okay.
Car rentals, as well as holiday accommodation, and a number of things in the holiday space. So they've now expanded into groceries from the normal places where we buy groceries, petrol and so forth. And I believe that they're going to even expand beyond that. It's so you don't need to sell anything. You just need to subscribe.
Yes.
And then when you subscribe, you have access to all those benefits. I mean, including benefits like getting clearance from credit.
Okay.
I mean, benefits like you have a grief in the family. You need somebody who is going to talk to you. You have access to that. Payday loans if you are a builder inside. So it's a great, great program. And then when you go and buy in all of these places that we are buying in this place anyway,
yes,
it now creates an income because I'm buying there and my team is also buying there. And then I'm talking 6-figure income.
Yes.
So it's an incredible journey. It's about to be launched in end of November, 29th of November. But we're already starting to see how powerful this company is actually going to be. And in my view, it is the closest company that is going to help South Africans turn their ordinary expenses, monthly expenses, into an income. That's why it was an easy decision to work with the CEO of this company, having also already worked with them for about 3 years.
Yes. So I'd be right in saying with what this company wants to achieve in creating what they term lifestyle entrepreneurs, because you don't have to change your lifestyle, but you can improve it, I believe, through what they're doing. So I can spend the normal way that I spend. I go to Woolworths, I buy my groceries or once at a later stage. But if I go to Dis-Chem and I'm buying, I go and I fill out my script. Clicks. I can, checkers if I want to go and, I mean, our monthly expenses are sky high. And the truth is many South Africans right now are feeling the pinch. I read something, that I posted, I think it was a few weeks ago, where it said people are now, choosing between, do I buy groceries or do I buy electricity? Because that's how bad things have gotten in South Africa.
Yeah.
And so, this is a solution where what was a challenge where you are now thinking, okay, do I take this brand or do I take that brand? This month, what is my budget? Inflation is also catching up. Petrol. I mean, if we can make money from just our petrol expenses, that's crazy. And so it would be right in saying that, my normal everyday spend is going to allow me to get a kickback.
Yes.
And not only my spend, but my family's spend.
Everybody in the ecosystem that is connected to you. Remember the 9 million cases?
Yes.
All the 9 million cases are connected to somebody.
Yes.
Same applies here. You simply connect. Others. No, not even a sales call.
No.
You need to have. In fact, the way the company has done it, it's something new in network marketing where I say, all right, I like it. I join and I want to talk to my friends and family. I talk to them very, casually and I send the numbers to the call center of the company. The company explains everything. We as distributors, we're always excited.
Yes.
Hey, join.
Yes, we don't get into the nuts and bolts.
Yeah. But now the company says, okay, we are availing call center resources so you can build 10. And that 10, we work with the 10 that they can build 100. 100 can build 1,000.
Yes.
In the same way of sending warm leads to the company. So it's an innovative approach. It's an innovative company. We are truly blessed in that we are going to have a tool where we can make an impact in every home, that they have an opportunity to turn expenses that they incur at Checkers, Pick and Pay, ShopRite,
Discount, clicks, petrol in my
KFC,
car.
petrol.
Rocco Mamas. I know because my son was like, oh, okay, mommy, they have Rocco Mamas because he loves it. So, there's such a great array of places where you can get a kickback and you don't even have to go there and say, do you know about how I'm going to make money? You just go and you spend the same way that you have been spending all along and you're able to make, some money from that.
So I'm excited about that, Lebu. I'm excited about what you are doing, the podcast, because you are teaching people about our industry. I think the company and the project is a right project.
I agree.
For South Africa right now. And the nice thing is this: everybody is spending. So it is not even about a network. So sometimes us networkers, we guard our turf.
Yes,
but you still spend money anyway.
True,
Checkers.
true.
You still spend money. It's a lifestyle.
Yes.
It's a lifestyle entrepreneurs, and then we've just decided to just make sure that it is a product everybody, regardless where you are, we complement one another.
Yes, I was about to say, that you're very right, that network marketers, we can sometimes get competitive, like a Coke and Pepsi thing. Like, no, you're there, we here. But it's all about what works for the consumer. And the fact that we're not saying we are bringing product X to compete with or replace what you are doing. Yeah. This is stuff we are already doing. It's here to complement whatever it is that you're doing. So if you have a network of distributors who are earning and who are, building in the company that you are already in, those earnings, they can continue to make more rebates
100%.
From them. So I'm earning from company A. Yeah. My team is earning. We are building. We continue to build. We're not abandoning that project, but we can now channel our spend just through a subscription. We don't have to go to a store and change and say, no, I'm not buying from you anymore. The same quality that you are getting from the stores that you buy at. Cause I know we have preferences. I have my preferences. You choose, I prefer this brand brand over that brand. You don't have to change brands.
No.
You don't have to change your habits.
Yeah.
You can continue with those habits, but those habits can pay you.
Yeah.
And I think it brings us full circle where your book now, you are actually doing it, practically, literally. We were doing it all along,
Yes.
but now
Bits and pieces.
now it encompasses so many industries, whether it's medicinal, whether it's food, whether it's consumables, whether it's petrol, all of that allows us to now turn our monthly expenses into monthly income.
Absolutely. As you said, the economy is so bad.
Whew.
Statistics South Africa says 75% or 80% of the people who work, by the 15th, they are flat broke.
Yeah.
People who work. I think I learned it from your mom, who says, Abantu, ama 25 to 2.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
I had to put that in the book.
Yes.
Right? They get paid on the 25th, and on the 2nd, the money is gone. So, and in South Africa, and this is why I'm passionate about what you are doing. I'm passionate about the book. There is a next book that is coming.
Yes.
In South Africa, we do not have a culture of a secondary income.
Yes.
And a third income, like in other economies, big economies in the world. Mm-hmm. And I feel the efforts that you're doing with the podcast, it should draw the powers that be. In America, there is a congressional committee on direct selling.
There is.
Direct marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Here, what do we do in Parliament? We don't, because a congressional committee is equivalent to a parliamentary committee.
Yes.
And there is a lot of opportunity in South Africa. What we need is business leadership, like what you are doing with the podcast, the efforts of the book, and efforts of many other greats.
Yes.
I think they need to come to the fore. I think we need to have a conversation, and we need to, as an industry, make a determination of where the country is going when it comes to direct marketing and network marketing.
And I think you just touched on it now to say, in South Africa, we don't have a culture of secondary income. No. And, we have people think, well, I'm working, I'm okay, I don't need to look at a second income. Now, what do you say to somebody who now they feel the pinch? Their income, their bank account is telling them that, listen, you gotta get up. You've got to do more than just wait for the 25th to get a salary. What do you say to those people in terms of getting involved, especially as a lifestyle entrepreneur, that do they need to leave their job? Do they need to work 24/7? Do they need to, break their back in order to create a six-figure income? What are the possibilities in becoming lifestyle entrepreneurs? It's
very simple. One person just registers, start to consume the products, and the products are very easy to consume. In our trial time, I signed up my friend who is a doctor. We were together at Rhodes. I thought she just was looking for a car hire because there's one of the benefits is car hire. And 2 days later, I see, she signed somebody up.
Okay.
And I said, oh, okay. So uyayifuna imali.
Yes.
Uthi, hubani ongayifuniyo imali? Who doesn't want income?
Who doesn't?
Everybody is looking for an extra income, and we have a platform for that. I say to people who are looking for something to do to augment what their salaries, because this is the time for augmentation.
Yes, it is.
Not just one family. Everybody can add into the pot of the family. Get a copy of the book, number one.
Please, do yourself a favor.
Because in the book, I offer 14 checklists, 14 questions you need to ask, because there's a lot of scams as well. So we need to guide people. And in the book, I say, well, check, is the company registered? Check, is the company, what is the longevity of the company? This company is 24 years. Check, is the product good? Check is the price of the product, what you would be paying anyway
Yes.
if you were not buying it on the platform.
Yes.
If it is reasonable like that, get involved in that company and get involved fast. I would encourage people to do their own due diligence, and then they get involved and they can start creating a second income, a third income. The nice thing is that in this project, you are paid twice in a month.
Yes.
On the 15th, we are smiling right now because it's 15th.
It just passed.
It
Yes.
just passed. And it's a powerful thing because as you are growing a type of a business that you are in, you are able to see an increase every month.
Yes.
You add activity, you add other people as you move along who would like those products and who would also like the income, but you start to see a constant increase on your income. I always say to people that I know, if you offer me a job of 50,000 and another business that is going to give me an increment of 5,000 every month, I'll take that business.
Yes.
Where I start from zero.
Yes.
Have an increment of 5,000 this month. Next month, another increment.
Yes.
7 months or 8 months or a year later, the guy is still sitting at 50,000 a month.
Yes.
You are sitting at a 6-figure income.
Yes.
It's not a get-rich-quick scheme,
Yeah.
our business, but it allows you to write your own check.
Yes.
Allows you to write your own check. A lot of people are in positions because they are scared. Also, you need to take a leap of faith.
True.
A lot of people are scared. Oh, how am I going to pay my bond?
Yes.
How am I going to do? You can do it in a balanced way, where you start making a business like what we are doing part-time, but make it a business, not a hobby.
Yes.
But a business that you can measure.
Yes.
And this is where I am now. I want to be here. I got into a point where in my business building, I knew exactly where my business is going to come from. I have these 8 or 10 businesses. I know so-and-so is conducting this, is putting in the elements.
Yes.
Because there are elements that you have to put in a network for you to drive a certain number.
Yes.
So, using again a background from corporate. So being able to say, I know so-and-so is going to deliver X amount. And so-and-so, therefore my business is going to grow by this at the end of the month. I learned that from SAB.
Yes.
If you don't measure it, don't do it.
I like that one. If you don't measure it, don't do it. And with network marketing, you can measure. You can measure. The income will talk to you, and also you measure your input.
Yes.
What am I putting in? Because that's what's going to determine what comes out on the other side. So with that having said, with our part 1 almost done and part 2 loading very, very soon, how would you like to close out for somebody who's sitting at home and they realize, you know what, I think I need to start to look at augmenting my income. Yes, I'm earning this 5-figure salary. If you're looking at it on paper, I'm doing well, but in reality, money is never enough. And with the rising costs and all our responsibilities, how would you, especially because you come from that background of corporate, speaking from, to somebody where you say, I can relate to where you are. What do you say to those people right now?
Right. I would say venture. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. You have really nothing to lose. Network marketing is a low cost business. Like in the program that we're doing, the only exposure is a 95 rands a month. It's actually,
there's no risk.
Yeah, 2 cold drinks, that you're buying. Get in, venture, follow the leaders that, are coming into your podcast. Are seasoned people. I've already seen the people that are coming to the postcard. And I know that there are still more great people
that
are coming. Learn from them and take it too. because we are learning from each other. And then I want to close with a quotation.
Yes, please.
From my book, to encourage those who are in this industry. And I had to borrow, when I write this book, I had to borrow from the greatest book, which is the Bible.
Yes.
And I borrowed one section which talks about the parable of the sower.
The sower keeps on sowing.
He keeps on sowing.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a sowing game. You are just like a farmer who has a good seed.
Yes.
That's what network marketing. A good business idea. St. Matthew illustrates this eloquently in his 13th chapter of the Bible from verse 3, where he says, listen. Right? Mm-hmm. He says, listen.
We're listening.
Mamela. We start by listening.
Yes.
Right? A farmer went out to plant some seed. The business you have chosen is a seed. Right? This podcast.
Yes.
Is a seed.
True.
All right? This book is a seed. A good seed. You always start by listening. I listened to everyone who taught me how to do this business. And it will help you to listen too. Secondly, you've got to get out. Go out and plant some seed. Don't sit in your corner. Right? With a good opportunity. Verse 4 says in the Bible now. As he scattered them across his field, some of the seed fell on a footpath, and the birds came and ate them. So this will happen to you too.
Yes.
Right? It happened to me on Friday. I had an appointment with somebody at 10 o'clock, and the person, as I said, okay, are we meeting now? Mm-hmm. Says, no, I can't come because 1, 2, 3. Mm-hmm. So
disappointments along the way.
There are disappointments along the way. So suddenly the person decides rather not to show up during the appointment time. The birds have picked up your seed.
Yes.
No, that is a distraction. In other words, don't chase the birds.
Yes.
It's a distraction. Stay in the field and talk to someone else and keep sharing your story. And then verse 5 in the Bible says, the other seed fell on shallow soil and underlying rock. The seed sprouted quickly because the soil was shallow. And it says, but the plant soon wilted under the hot sun. And since they didn't have a deep roots, they died. So not everyone who joins your team will be as committed as you are. Some are fast starters, but at the very first sign of trouble, they disappear. They have shallow root systems. That's why we need training in our business so that we can root people into understanding the business. So if you get discouraged by what others do, you are taking your future and your life and you're putting them in their hands. Keep presenting your story. Keep teaching others. You are a good farmer. And it says also, other seeds fell amongst thorns that grew up and choked out the tender plants. There will always be distractions in your business. Amongst your team members, they can be caused by personal circumstances, by an outsider's. Distractions are like thorns that grow to choke the good work you have begun in your business. They are there and always will be there. What should you do? As a good farmer, you keep sowing.
Yes.
You keep advertising your opportunity. You keep having fun with your team and keep holding someone accountable, and they hold you back accountable, because that helps us in network marketing. And here's the part that gives me goosebumps in this analogy that Jesus is talking about in Matthew 13. It says, and that's verse 8, it says, still other seeds fell on fertile soil, and they produced a crop that was 30, 60, and even 100 times as much as have been planted.
Yes.
And I'm saying, you see, your story will resonate with some in the end.
Yes.
It always does. It will always land on good ground. You have to go through a few people who are not like you to get to those who are like you.
Yes.
Right? And still the results may be 30%, right? Which is a yield of 30%. a 60% yield or even 100% yield, that's what will happen in your business. You will find people who will not listen to you, who will listen a little, who will go with you for a while,
True.
who will go with you all the way, somewhat committed 30%, somewhat half-heartedly 60%, or fully committed like you.
Yes.
And that's what, and for me, that's the message to the people who are already in the industry.
Yes.
You have a good seed, sow it. And if you sow, again, the Bible says, if you sow sparingly,
So shall you reap.
you will reap sparingly. But if you sow generously, you will reap generously.
Wow.
I want us to end there
Thank you so much.
for today.
Thank you so much. I love the story of the sower. I think oh man, it's just, I'm awakened again now, guys. Now I'm in my zone where I'm just, zoning in on this. But I think that's such a powerful message, and it's so relevant to our industry of network marketing. It's relevant to business, period. But in network marketing, it's practical. You see it, you experience it. And that story keeps you grounded. It keeps you focused on the fact that you have good seed. And in the book, you've shown, how do you tell if the seed is good? How do you tell if the seed is worth me taking my time and sowing it? And once you've got the good seed, sow. How do I sow? What do I do? How do I take care of it? It's all there in the book. So thank you so much, Wandi. I'm excited that we are just starting this partnership and this journey together.
Yes.
Network marketing is so vast. It's so vast. There are so many great opportunities, great leaders, great mentors out there that one can connect to. And so if you're sitting there at home and you want to turn your monthly income, you don't want to be out there selling a product, or selling products is great. But if you want to turn what you are already doing and make any way money, you're going to spend anyway. You might as well start today and not falter. Don't relax. Get to work. Start now. And like what Wandi said, it might start small. It's not a get rich quick scheme, but over time, with consistency, with you continuing to do the work and sowing the seed, the results will show. And you'll get to a point where that passive income will far exceed the active income that you're making in your job. It can exceed what you're making in your business, and it can give you the lifestyle that you want and that you deserve. So thank you so much for your time. And we're going to have a giveaway. I'll do a little video about the giveaway. This book is a gem. It is a gem. The book you don't read can't help you. So you have to read the book and you have to implement what's in the book. But we'll share more about that in another little video. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you for sharing your wisdom, your experience. I'm sure that many people are going to be moved and inspired by what we have shared today.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me as a first male in your podcast.
Thank you.
I know there's great guys who are following me.
They're coming. I
will be following what you're doing. And I know it's going to add a lot of value in our business. And thank you.
Thank you so much. So thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, share with a friend, share with others who are in the industry, with others who must get into the industry. And let's get to work, folks, and let's make this money. Thank you so much.